I think we might be back. Do me a favor, guys. I think I have solved the problem. I mean, get that off there. What are we thinking? We hearing everything okay now? Hopefully we are. I'm going to get back in here to the audio page. Well, you should be hearing it fine now. Let's hope that you are. Again, welcome back. It's the Caps and Oilers. I believe this is the only time we're going to get Edmonton here at Cap One Arena. So this ought to be a real treat for us because it's not somebody we know. It's not a team that we normally see. Again, sorry about the audio issues. It's always something with me. Not the most technically savvy guy in the world, but I'm trying. I tell you what, as we said, when it was a great intro that I had. It's a shame you guys didn't get to hear it. Nevertheless, though, we've got some news on both sides of the ice. The Oilers have Evander Kane in the starting lineup tonight, a very controversial trade there. And the Capitals do not have Alex Ovechkin in the lineup. Ovi tested positive for COVID earlier today, so he is in protocols. Not only is he not playing tonight, he will not be at the All-Star game this weekend either. Tom Wilson is going to go at his place. That's kind of cool for Wilson that he gets a chance to go because it's someplace that he hasn't been. Let's take a look at the starting lineups because it's kind of interesting. Hang on, I'm going to full screen the lineups for you here just so you can see them a little bit better. Check out with Ovechkin out of the lineup what Peter Laviolette has chosen to do here with his starting lines. Nicholas Backstrom now moves up to the number one center position. He'd been alternating with Evgeny Kuznetsov. It's now Backstrom up there tonight, and Daniel Sprong, the youngster, is taking Ovechkin's place in that forward slot there. He's also made a little bit of a switch with Tom Wilson moving up to the top line as well. Second line is Evgeny Kuznetsov along with Connor Sheary and Alexei Protas. Carl Hagelin, Nick Dowd, and Garnet Hathaway, who are normally the fourth line, have moved up to the third line. So it looks like he's going to lean a little bit more, Laviolette, on the veterans here in this last game before the All-Star break. Then Connor McMichael, Lars Eller, and Joe Snively on the fourth line. Martin Feravari, John Carlson, Dmitry Orlov, Nick Jensen, Trevor Van Riemsdyk, Justin Schultz. Your defensive pairings, Ilya Samsonov in the goal again tonight. Kyler Yamamoto, Connor McDavid, and Evander Kane on the first line for the Oilers. Line number 2 for them, and apologies for not having switched that. Paul Javarsky, there you see McLeod's line there, and then it's Ryan, Nugent, Hopkins, Hyman on line number 3. Cassian, Shore, Fogle on the fourth line. Evan Bouchard, Darnell Nurse, Cody Ceci, Duncan Keith, Tyson Berry, and William Luginson are your defensive pairings, and Koskine in the goal. So there you have it. And I'm going to put up the match summary here. There you see the guys that are out. Michael Kempney out because of an illness tonight. Still don't know when we're going to see Anthony Mantha back for the Caps. By the way, if you go to the Hockey Podcast Network's homepage and you click on the Bob Matthews podcast, I've got we did an interview today with Samantha Pell. For those of you who aren't familiar with her, Samantha is the beat writer for the Washington Post on the Capitals. Says you may not see Anthony Mantha back in the lineup until right before, or maybe not until the playoffs, mainly because of the fact that he's got such a big salary and the Caps are so tight against the salary cap that they're not going to have the room until later in the year, maybe close to playoff time. So that is what we have got tonight, and we are just waiting to get this thing going here, which should be somewhat soon. Let's go ahead and give you a check at the standings right now. The Caps, with a win last night over Pittsburgh, that overtime win last night over Pittsburgh, solidify their grip on that second wild card spot right now. They've won their last 2 games. They're 25-12-9. They're in 4th place in the Metro, but they have closed the gap to just 3 points against Pittsburgh. The Penguins are still in 3rd place in the Metro. Carolina's in 1st, tied with the Rangers. Each of them have 64 points. And as we've said many times here in the last few weeks, Carolina still with a huge game disparity. They have 5 games in hand with the Rangers. Florida, Tampa Bay, and Toronto for 2nd and 3rd place there in the Atlantic. Again, the Caps and the Bruins with the 2 wild card spots. Detroit is on the outside looking in, 13 points in back of the Capitals with 46 points. Over in the West, you got the Avalanche, Predators, and Wild for 2nd and 3rd in the Central Division. The Knights, Golden Knights, Anaheim Mighty Ducks, and the Kings for 2nd and 3rd in the Pacific. Edmonton comes in with 47 points, 3 points out of the last playoff spot in the West that is currently locked down by Calgary. And it's a really interesting dynamic that we've got in both conferences in that I don't want to say it's almost set in the East. I mean, for either the Bruins or right now the Caps to miss out on one of those 2 wild card spots be highly, highly unlikely. Again, the Caps have a 13-point lead over Detroit and Boston 11 points. In the West, it's not quite as pronounced, but still you've got, you've got your top 8, and then you've got another 4 teams that are more or less realistically fighting it out for that last wild card spot. Vancouver 4 points in back of Calgary, and then again Edmonton, San Jose, and Dallas after that. All right, we're back up here at Capital One Arena, and we are just about ready to go. Don't forget to drop your comments if you would like. And hello to everybody watching out in Alberta and the western parts of Canada. We are glad to have you along with us. Again, don't forget to drop a subscription and a like for us on the page, and go ahead and visit the Bob Matthews podcast there on the Hockey Podcast Network's homepage. Front row, I'm glad to see you back, my friend. Glad you're here. As well as all of our friends from Eastern Europe, all our Russian friends that are following Kuzi and Ovi and all of and Samsonov and all of the Russian players that we have here with the Caps. Caps have their alternate blue jerseys on tonight, and we are just about ready for the opening faceoff. Connor McDavid and Nick Dowd. By the way, very important tonight, this game. I was talking with Samantha Pell about this. We can officially confirm that Connor McMichael and Connor McDavid are not the same person, because we will see them in the same building at the same time tonight. I'm just saying, before this, we didn't know. Hang on one second. I want to fix that. All right, there we get your stats page up for you. All right, up and down here. The goalie situation still very, very fluid for the Capitals. Vitek Vanacek had seemingly kind of taken the lead on that in the last couple of days. Hey, there's our good friend Tarek El-Bashir from The Athletic. Tarek's doing ringside commentary for TNT this year. We had him on the show right before the start of the season. We got to get him back on again here soon. And he's doing a little piece here on Joe Snively, who's from Northern Virginia, the first player in Caps history from Northern Virginia. Product of that, of the burgeoning junior hockey scene up there. Anyways, back to the goalie situation. it seemed like Vitek Vanacek had kind of taken over the number one spot, and then last night against Pittsburgh, he takes a hard hit, goes out in concussion protocol, and Ilya Samsonov, to his credit, came in and played really well. And now Sammy's having to, because Vanacek's not available tonight, play a second game in 2 days, and it shows here as the Oilers get a breakaway and score an early goal on Samsonov. And it's 1-0 Oilers. Leon Draisaitl to CC and back to Draisaitl again. That was pretty, I got to say. All right, so it's 1-0 Edmonton, 90 seconds into the game. Mia Draga, I don't know if you had heard, I guess you had, Ovechkin tested positive for COVID earlier today, so he is in COVID protocols, not available tonight, and will not play in the All-Star game either. Tom Wilson is going to take his place. John, if you want to hear us talking about that, I was asked, Samantha Pell and I were talking about that earlier today. And yeah, that's Marc-Andre Fleury to the Caps, I think is something that is going to be is definitely going to be a possibility at the trade deadline. Be interesting to see. It could also work. And again, I don't know what Fleury's cap hit is, but conceivably a move like that would be able to also open up a slot for Anthony Mantha when he gets healthy. Now, I don't know. I'm just, it's a possibility, I would think, depending on who they would trade Fleury for. And Samsonov is coming off a 43 save performance against Pittsburgh, so let's see if he can steady the ship here. Now you got to say he didn't really have much of a chance on that one, as Edmonton kind of took that one end to end. Good save there by Sammy.
And for more on the Capitals' goaltending situation, back down to Tark. All season, the Capitals have been waiting for one of their two young goaltenders to take the reins. And just when it seemed like Vitek Vanacek had done that, he suffered an upper body injury last night in Pittsburgh. But there was a little bit of good news earlier today when Coach Peter Laviolette said Vanacek's absence tonight is considered precautionary, which probably bodes well for his availability on the other side of the altar. Phoenix Copley backing up.
So Tarek's saying that, reporting that Laviolette said earlier today that Vanacek not playing tonight is more precautionary than anything else. So should be good to go after the break. 16-8-3. Oh, I'm sorry. That's so Phoenix Copley is your backup goalie tonight. He is on the taxi squad. Obviously, been playing a lot down in Hershey. And Duncan Keith with a long-range slap shot. Snipes one in, and now it's 2-0. Oilers. Maybe time for A, whiskey, and B, some Law & Order reruns here soon. What would you guys think about that if it keeps going like this? Maybe a live watch along with some Law & Order reruns on BBC. Yeah, that's not one you need to be letting in. Redirect there. Is that Evander Kane that got that? Yes, he does still seem to be unconscious, doesn't he? And not in a good way.
So the Cats are out of Ovechkin in an early hole. They ice the puck once again. Yeah, that's a lot of icing already for the Washington Capitals. It shows they're a little bit rattled.
Well, Front, I'm glad to know that Jacob sends his regards. We do miss him. I am glad that he's there watching. Oh man, how do you let that go through? Right through. Yeah, it was Evander Kane that scored that goal. So Evander Kane, a mess off the ice, but paying dividends on the ice here early. Caps got to rally now. Oh, a lot of hockey. Lots and lots of hockey to go. Here come the Oilers again. Jesus. They're just running wild. Okay, we gotta talk to Jacob about this. So, all right. So Jacob's offline, according to Front, because Jacob's still offline. His Wi-Fi is down and his phone is not unlimited. So he messaged me while he was at school, and I'm at work. He says hi to everyone. Now, according to Front, Jacob got in trouble today for watching the Vegas game from last night in class. Front, you may want to let Jacob know from all of us that had the game been live, I could have understood that. It's not worth getting in trouble watching a replay from the night before. But still, I totally dig his fandom, both with the network and with the Knights. And that is good to hear. Wow, 4 hours, they're going to end the COVID state of emergency. Man, Front, that is awesome. I am really, really glad to hear that. I really am. Congratulations. You guys worked hard up there. Hopefully here in Virginia, it's going to be ending soon as well. All right, here comes Connor McDavid, knifing through the Caps defense like a knife through butter. Draisaitl, Barry. Barry down to Draisaitl, back up to Barry. As the Oilers have a power play here. Behind the goal. Well, this one is in danger of getting ugly early, and I think it just has. Jesus. So that was Connor McDavid, ladies and gentlemen, on the power play. Comes in. Oof. He banked it right off of Ilya Samsonov. Okay. Y'all's thoughts here on that. I mean, can you really blame Samsonov on that one? Well, regardless of whether you can or not, that just chased Ilya Samsonov out of the game. Phoenix Copley has just replaced Samsonov less than 5 minutes and 8 seconds into this game, as the Oilers now lead 3-0. Good night. Not a good look for Sammy, that's for sure, considering the fact that he played well last night, and you would really, even though playing back-to-backs obviously are both A, not ideal, and B, hard to do, you'd like to think he could have hung in there a little bit better than that. Icing the clock early, giving the Edmonton Oilers all kinds of offensive opportunities, and Peter Laviolette makes the goaltender change. There's Connor McDavid, who picked up the third Oilers goal. Edmonton feeling a lot of confidence in this one, and Washington. I tell you what, here you go, Front. Go ahead and get you a screenshot of it real quick. Oh, wait, here, hang on. Turn it around for you. Oh, man. So Phoenix Copley is a guy that's kind of gotten caught down in Hershey because Samsonov was a first-round draft pick and Vanacek just outplayed him for the second spot. Phoenix Copley was a black ace on the Stanley Cup team back in 2018. I mean, he has been playing in Hershey for quite a while now. Well, hey, Matthew Stafford is joining us. Is this the same Matthew Stafford that we hear occasionally on with B. Mitch and Finley? Matthew, is that are you guys one and the same? Midrig, it's a ring from my college fraternity. It was a fundraiser, and but I kind of liked it. It's just helping the kids out by buying it. Oh wow! So we got us a genuine celebrity here in the audience then tonight. Well, Matthew, I'm glad that you're with us, and I appreciate it. And thank you for the compliment, Mia Drag. Thank you for the compliment. But yeah, I am Matthew. I'm glad that you're with us. Spread the word with your friends. It's a good place to hang out and watch the Caps, even if it's a 3-0 Oilers lead here in the first period.
Amazing design and furniture that's fun and functional. Shop rooms with storage, bunk beds, and loft beds. Rooms with upholstered beds.
All right, we're in a timeout. I put the stats up for you full screen, but can we all just pretty much agree that it's fairly ugly right now? The Capitals have been outshot. They have been out-hit. They have drawn the one penalty in the game so far. And Ilya Samsonov gave up 3 goals here in less than 6 minutes. Wow, Evander Kane's, it's been a year for him. Wow, Chapter 7 bankruptcy, owing $26.8 million. Dang. I think he's going to be playing hockey somewhere professionally till he's about 50 to work all that off. All right, it's saved by Copley. Here come the Caps down the other side of the ice for a change. I mean, they haven't even been able to get into any kind of a rhythm yet. This is one of those things, I think, where you just try to survive the first period. Good God. I mean, if Copley can kind of steady the ship here and not let anything in, you don't want to be down 3-0, but it's not impossible to come back from. Hell, we've seen the Caps blow 3-0 early first period leads. And in front, Lars Eller scores off a rebound. I think that was Joe Snively that shot it. But Eller on a turnover, a rebound off a turnover. Let's see it again. It was Justin Schultz with a nice slick pass to Eller, who just completely fakes the goaltender out off of good turnover, a good interception on the turnover. Great pass to Lars Eller from Justin Schultz, and a great move by Eller for a wide open net. All right, we've got us a ball game here. 3-1 now, so Capitals trail by 2. Hey, man, if they can get another one in here in the next 12 minutes, it can make things kind of interesting. Hey, Matthew, if you think that's something, Barry Bonds is here. Oh, spelled with a Z. But still, I mean, Barry, I am really glad that you're with us. Boy, I tell you what, I keep waiting for Samsonov to really turn it on, but it gets harder and harder to argue with you the more time that passes. You know, by now, Barry, I agree with you. He should have established himself as a number one goalie. He really should have. And that leads, that begs the question, what do you do from here on out? One of the reasons, well, not one of the reasons, Samsonov was the reason they let Braden Holtby go, the free agency 2 years ago. And, it was because they said, okay, we got this kid, Samsonov, we got to put him in the pipes. He's ready. It's time. And he has, last year was weird, but he has, we had hoped that he would rebound this year and, it's just kind of take the number one job and run with it, but he hasn't yet. All right, 3-1 now after Lars Eller's goal. 11:08 left, first period. Offsides.
11:07 on the clock, first period. Tom Wilson spoke with William earlier. So excited to head to Vegas. First All-Star appearance.
Yeah, that'll be a great experience for me. He's used to playing with great players, including the guy on the left there, and Alexander Ovechkin. Unfortunately, we're not getting the treat of watching Ovi up close here tonight, Kenny, but
I figured offensively they might be a little out of sorts tonight without Ovi in there because, the Russian machine never breaks. Then, you count on probably one hand the amount of games Ovi's missed in the last forever. Zach Hyman with turnover. Oh, my God, they are fast. Phoenix Copley makes the stop on Ryan Nugent there. Right now, Edmonton's just faster than the Caps.
The Oilers have had a lot of room to operate with in this first period. They get another odd man rush here. 3 Oilers against a couple of Capital defenders.
Good save by Copley on that last stop. Excuse me, Ryan Nugent Hopkins.
Hyman with the puck behind a Washington net, defended by Orlov. He scored the overtime winner. His second goal of the game last night in Pittsburgh. Tyson Barry, shot to not get.
Tyson Barry shot that Copley saves. The Caps try to break it out, but Edmonton's all over it. Yeah. Good Lord. That's a great move by Zach Hyman there. McDavid, a shot that goes off the post. Yeah, I can understand why the talk around the league is that nobody understands what the hell is wrong with Edmonton. Caps have really struggled to match their quickness tonight. There's Leeson in the corner.
And pass legal of the defensive zone, and now the goal is clear. And Riesbeck slides it across. Just over 9 minutes remaining, first period.
All right, just over 9 minutes remaining. 3-1 still Edmonton. Caps spending a little bit of time in Edmonton's zone before the Oilers clear it out back behind the goal. Here comes Snively. Behind the net, in front, nobody home. Here comes Edmonton on a little bit of a rush. Good turnover. Wilson, here he comes. Off to Kuznetsov.
Now the Oilers gain control. Cody Ceci already has 2 assists tonight. Here's Zach Cassian. Moving in on Terramari. Shot misses the net.
Shot misses the net there by Cassian.
For Cassian. Out to the left point for Barry. Cassian with the return. Tyson Barry with a shot. That's handled by Copley.
Tyson Berry with a shot and a save by Phoenix Copley. So Phoenix Copley's come in and given this team a little bit of a lift. Got a timeout on the ice. Caps still down by 2, 3-1 here as we have played roughly 11 minutes of the third period, of the first period.
Verizon is going ultra, and so is our best unlimited plan ever. With 5G ultra wideband now in many more cities and up to 10 times the speed at no extra cost. And how about a 5G phone to go with it? On us.
Seriously?
Yep, it's our best plan ever. Verizon is going ultra, so you can too.
At Lowe's, you never have to be finished with your finishing touches. With aisles of ways to refresh and restyle for whatever style you're feeling. And prices you're really feeling. Shop the Lowe's Fat Style and Save Event now, in-store and online.
Why switching on your life insurance policy?
If something happened to me, who was making going past to talk to? What then? Yeah, what then?
And why is he always here for breakfast?
Deep into the night here in Seattle. That's the feed group there. The network is outstanding. And Nick Keeler, as he spins his way, coming towards the end. So there's a look at the best weapon in the NHL right
All right, welcome back here. 9 minutes and change to go in the first period. The Edmonton Oilers lead the Washington Capitals 3-1. Edmonton, if you're just joining us, has been able to chase Ilya Samson off of 3 goals in the first 5 minutes of the game. That goal by Connor McDavid was sick, and he bounced it off of Sammy's back. That was a hell of a goal. All right, Oilers on the go here, past the blue line. And another save made by Phoenix Copley, and that was Ryan McLeod with the shot right on him. Edmonton's getting good shots on goal. Fortunately, Phoenix Copley has been able to kind of stem the bleeding here now once he's gotten in.
And he gets a chance to be in here tonight. Came in down 3-0. He's already watched his club pick up a goal. He's from the North Pole, Alaska. That's his hometown. Peter Laviolette hoping for a gift here tonight.
Face off one by the Caps, and they're into the ice, and they clear it.
South of the actual North Pole. Got 2 years at Michigan Tech.
That's like the North Pole.
Says the Western Michigan grad.
I played up there. It was about 2 feet of snow when I was there from Western.
Yeah, the Caps just can't get it out of their end of the ice here, and Edmonton is just all over it. Turnaround shot that's wide. Draisaitl keeps it alive for Edmonton. Caps get it back. Hagelin dumps it to Dowd, who flips it in behind the goal. Dowd shot right on. Save. Koskinen with a great save there. Zach Hyman, Derek Ryan. No, this time the Caps break it up. Wilson brings it back the other way. Can Fairvari get to it? He can. Koskinen, no. Centering pass, nobody home. Nice hit by Wilson. All right, Fairvari hands it off to Kuzi hands it off, and Wilson goes to the bench with the rest of the line. I think with the rest of the line. Hathaway's pass picked off. come the Oilers. Kane back behind the goal.
Now back out to the right point for Tyson Barrie.
Tyson Barrie shot the Copley saves in front. Edmonton can't pick up the rebound that time. So it feels like the Capitals are starting to adjust to Edmonton's speed. I mean, I guess that's one of those things that could probably shell shock you since these two teams only see each other twice a year. And it's been a couple of years since, obviously, with COVID, that these two teams have played. Eller with the turnover, tries to center it to Protas, can't do it. Orlov keeps it alive. Dimitri shot right on Keskinen, but a save by Keskinen.
Well, Kenny, birthday, buddy, that's yours. Happy birthday, my friend. Look at sharp there.
All right, timeout on the ice. Still 3-1 with about 5 minutes to go here. Sorry. In the first.
Get a taco a day for 30 days for $10. The new Taco Lovers Pass, only on the app. So at AT&T, everyone gets our best deals. Aren't others doing that? Others say that, but not everyone gets the best.
Thank you,
deals.
Front.
Like, what if I give you a lollipop? Then I give you our best lollipop. That's not fair. At AT&T, we think it's only fair that all customers.
Here are your stats so far in the first period. Oilers leading shots on goal, 10-4. I believe all 7 of those saves go to Phoenix Copley. Edmonton has a power play goal. The face Edmonton has doubled up the Caps in faceoffs won. You might remember a couple of for the last couple of weeks, we've been seeing a kind of an interesting dynamic in that the Caps have been doing well in the faceoff dot, not so far tonight. Giveaways and takeaways tied at 2, both teams.
The NHL on TNT is brought to you by DraftKings Sportsbook.
And we're coming back.
Just place a $1 bet.
Hey, if you guys don't mind, hang on 1 second here.
You win $100. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app. Sign up with promo.
There we go. I don't know how that left.
Both teams scored early tonight.
They sure did. 4 goals already in this one.
3 for Edmonton. Eller for the Caps. Puck set ahead by McLeod. Picked off by Daniel.
Well, Front, at least you can come back at Jake. You can clap back at Jacob by saying at least you didn't get your phone confiscated for watching the game from last night in class. I'm just saying. Caps trying to mount some pressure here as we get ready to close out the first. Oilers clear the zone back behind Copley. McLeod tries to wrap around. Nobody home. Sprung back the other way for Washington. They're going to make a change on the lines. CC dumps it in for Edmonton. Carlson along the glass. Taken away by Wilson. Caps on a rush. Wilson. Nice feed to Kuznetsov, who can't put it in. I'm sorry, that was Joe Snively, number 91. Now Kuzi with the puck to Wilson. And Snively was there on the doorstep, but couldn't get it past Keskinen.
Leadership on your top with a nice pass across on that 2-on-1 rush.
Now the Oilers move to Hopkins. Get to the cap zone.
And well, they do it right up there in Nova Scotia, don't they?
This will be a Washington Hudson.
Let's take a look at
And icing on Washington, so we'll go and face this off in front of Phoenix Copley. Great pass by Wilson to Joe Snively, and then an even better save by Keskinen. All right, here come the Caps again. Brett Leeson dumping it into the corner. Lars Eller. Orlov across. Eller slap shot. Saved by Keskinen. Dowd has it taken away. Kane and Dowd with the puck there. Kane works it free. Connor McDavid. See, I did it. I knew I was going to do that tonight. Shot from Darnell Nurse, but a nice save by Copley. A lot of shots on goal tonight. I mean, a lot of shots actually get into the goal for both teams. All right, Hagelin tries to get it to Dowd. Dowd overskates it a little. Here come the Oilers. Connor McDavid. It's like they're making a line change. 1:58 left in the first. Backstrom along the glass. Down to Sprong. Hagelin. So Peter Laviolette is changing up the lines mid-game here. He's got Hagelin there with the first line. Again, it looks like the Capitals have started to adjust to Edmonton's speed. Backstrom heading for the net. No, didn't get to him. Now Backstrom behind the glass, or behind the net, rather. Shot deflects off Koskinen. In front. Sticked aside by Keith. Capitals putting a lot more pressure on here in the second part of the first period. Centering pass from Sprong. Nobody there. Kuznetsov has to wind it back. All right, 47 seconds left in the first period. See if the Caps have another rush here. Oof. Kuznetsov with a wicked shot, but it goes out of play. So let's see if Keskinen got a piece of it here. Nah, just hit the post. No, I guess it looked like Keskinen did get part of it with his glove.
Face off to Koskinen's right. 40 seconds remaining in the period. Oilers scored 3 in the first 5 minutes, 7 seconds on their first 4 shots against Ilya Samsonov. There's
Wilson to Ferravari, fans on it.
Snively and Nurse battle for the puck.
Snively and Nurse battling for the puck there.
Cleared out by McLeod, knocked down by Ferravari. Here come the Oilers.
Oilers with last rush here before the horn. Shot by Nurse, missed. Kuznetsov with 10 seconds left and gets hung up there at the center ice. Jensen checks Darasol into the corner. That's going to do it for the first period. So the Capitals withstand an onslaught to start the game as Edmonton rung up 3 goals in the first 5 minutes of the first period. Caps come back with 1 to make it a 2-score game as we head to intermission. So for those of you joining us for the first time, we are going to take a break here for intermission. Be back with the start of the second period in just a few minutes. It's the Capitals and Oilers and a live watch along here on the Hockey Podcast Network. Hey, welcome back. Sorry about that. Didn't mean to get delayed on the start of the second period, but as we join you, just faced off here the second. Capitals trailing Edmonton 3-1. Oilers got 3 goals early in the first period. Chase Delia Samsonov, who started in goal and was making his basically not second start in 2 days, but had come on in relief of Vitek Vanacek last night in the first period. Played really good last night, but just didn't have it today, as I think the Capitals looked like they really struggled with Edmonton's speed at the first 10 minutes of the first period. It feels like they've made some adjustments. Let's see. They've got the puck here in Edmonton's end of the ice. Judd Carlson puts it in behind the glass because Kuznetsov there with it. Oilers come away with it, and they break out. Edmonton started with their first line out there of Yamamoto, McDavid, and Kane. And the Caps are countering with Kuznetsov, Wilson, and Sprong, which is their top line tonight without Ovechkin. If you didn't hear, when the game started, Alex Ovechkin tested positive for COVID today, so he is in protocols. Shot from the point is blocked. Sprong has it, and he's got a rush here. Sprong, back to Sprong, right on the doorstep, and a good save by Kreskinen. Nice job. Nice rush there by the Caps, but a better save by Kreskinen. Yeah, we got a whistle. I think that's icing. As always, we appreciate your comments. I'm well, Andrew, and yes, I did have a good day today. Hope that you did as well. I would have a better day if the Capitals got a couple of more goals here.
Now, of course, Kuznetsov will be making the trip with Tom Wilson, who is tapped to replace Ovechkin.
All right, Caps with it behind their goal. Edmonton gets it back, and they send it in. Looks like they got a line change coming up. Brett Leeson down the side behind the goal here. Back out to Carlson. Carlson, a shot. Kreskinen, an easy glove save. We got a face-off coming. FYI, because of the fact that Ovechkin is in COVID protocols, he's also going to miss the All-Star game. So Tom Wilson is replacing him in the Metro lineup.
Oilers leading this game 3-1. Edmonton with 3 goals the first 5 minutes, 7 seconds, and Chase Delia Samsonov plays by Phoenix Copley, and he has stopped all 8 shots he has faced. Here's Wilson into the Edmonton zone, coming wide. On play by Snively. Snively replacing Ovechkin on the top line. With Kuznetsov and Wilson. Caps regroup. Carlson fires back in. Carlson tied for 6th in Capitals history. European points. Where's the puck? Carlson tied for 6th with one more teammate, Dale Hudson.
All right, Kreskinen with another save here.
It's still in search of that. Looks like they got it now. Strange play.
There's Snively on the Caps bench. Well, nearby heard in Virginia, played for the Little Capitals program as a youngster.
Has to be a big thrill for him, an opportunity to play. He's replacing the
They've got a shot of Joe Snively, who is playing on the fourth line for the Caps today, who actually got to start playing for the Little Capitals in Northern Virginia. He's the first Northern Virginia-born player to ever make it to the NHL with the Caps. All right. Oilers win the faceoff, but immediately taken away by the Caps. Snapshot by Dowd. No, sticked away by Keskinen. Kane trying to find Connor McDavid there, but couldn't. Boy, that is a really good line. I mean, and you're not talking to Eddie Shore watching hockey here in yours truly, but even I can see that that line has got a chance to be really, really dominant. Again, I don't know why Edmonton has played as poorly as they have this year. So any of you out there that watch the Oilers on a regular basis, what's been the deal this year? How come I'm looking at an Oilers team that's, out of the playoffs right now, if the season were to end today, and not leading the division? Because from what I've seen tonight, they look really good. Caps trying to make something happen here. Jensen, no go. Garnet Hathaway just knocked Evander Kane into the Caps bench. That's going to be a thing later on. Maybe not so later on. Spronger looking for a shot, but a great save by Keskinen. Garnet Hathaway just plowed Evander Kane right into the Caps bench.
Looking sharp here so far in this one. A very strong start to the second period as he stops Spawn on that shot. Watching the Capitals were in conversation about eventually picking up Evander Kane.
At the board, check in with Tarek.
Evander Kane is off to a strong start with 2 goals in his first 3 games with the Oilers.
Snapshot by Carlson. Sticked aside by Koskinen.
Doing their due diligence on Kane. Ultimately, though, the Caps decided against making a formal contract offer, and Kane, of course, ended up signing a prorated 1-year deal with the Oilers.
That has paid off so far, Tarek, with 2 goals in 3 games.
Carlson shot in. Another save by Koskinen.
6 minutes here in the second period, one is without a shot. In the first period, they already had 3 goals by this point.
Yeah, the Capitals defending much better. They're not icing the puck like they did early on in period number 1, although they make a turnover here.
Turnover by the Caps deep in their own end. Draisaitl. Nurse. Shot. Save. Gobbled up by Copley.
He's wearing a white jersey when he walks up on the other bench.
Stoppage in play, 3-1 Oilers. 5 minutes into the second. Get you some stats here. And yes, not bad, huh, Zokel? Pretty big hit there. Let's take a look at the stats as we wait for play to resume. Oilers still leading with shots on goal, 13-3. Caps have blocked 7 to the Oilers 4. Edmonton did get a power play goal. The hits favor Edmonton by a count of 16-10, and the Oilers have also won the faceoffs 17-10.
So surfaces stay sanitized, touch after touch. Microban 24. Don't just sanitize it, microban it.
This is a murder. What? Any one of
team could be the Mercer. Everybody hated Xavier.
Want to set my sights on your ex-wife? Stay out there, champ.
Birthday to you.
Any one of us could snap.
I need my popcorn. Oh, you actually have popcorn?
Getting ready to resume play here again. Things have definitely settled down since the start of the first period that saw the Caps fall behind 3-0 if you're just joining us. And got one back, so it's 3-1 here with 13:42 left in the second. Feels like the Caps have tilted the ice a little bit more in their favor, but the Oilers are really, really quick. They got a lot of team speed. Nurse spun around. Here come the Caps. Eller on the break. Shot. Keskinen high. Bouchard has it behind the goal for Edmonton. Zach Hyman and Nurse. Nurse off the side of the cage. Copley helped stick it away there. And Leeson has it frozen against the glass. Okay. Shot blocked by Protas. And it goes the length of the ice. Largeson and McDavid behind the goal, behind the Caps goal. Dowd, Yamamoto. Here comes Hathaway. Hathaway back to Dowd. Let's see what happens here with Garnet Hathaway on this shift. Yeah. Jensen keeps it in. Hathaway. Dowd. Bounce in front. Ooh, Hagelin picks it up. Good save by Koskinen. Caps keep it. Orlov misses the net. Backstrom, Sprong, nice pass to Orlov. He dumps it in. Connor McDavid working on Carlson. And Carlson takes it away, sticks it up. Knocked down by Keith, though. Caps, though, get possession. Carlson works it on in and then has it taken away. Sprong drops it off to Carlson. Carlson back to Sprong. Sprong behind the goal. Looking for a feed. Backstrom. Slapper from the point. Knocked down. Wilson and Sherry scores! Connor Sherry picking up the rebound off a Tom Wilson shot. Beats Koskinen, and it is 3-2 as the Caps claw their way back in this one. And my mistake, there was Martin Faravari who had the original shot that Koskinen stopped, and Sherry was able to pick up the rebound. Yep.
Scoops it into the net right there, gets it past the stick of Duncan Keith. And the Capitals back to within one.
Connor Sherry's 11th goal of the season. He's been a nice pickup for Washington. All right, 3-2 now. You see that, and how many times do you see this? One team jumps out to a big early lead, but then the team that goes down early kind of steadies themselves. They get some decent goaltending, and it's a one-goal game now. Caps looking for more. All right, Edmonton has it here in Washington's end of the ice. Behind the goal. Justin Schultz working it. And Riemsdyk on around to Kuznetsov. Wilson with a shot on goal. Sticked aside by Koskinen. Long shot by Nurse, and Copley makes the save. All right, Connor Sherry gets the Caps to within a goal. It's 3-2 now.
What drove us to create the most rugged Honda vehicles yet? Courage to challenge convention. The will to succeed. And the joy of conquering.
Let's get the stats up here real quick. I just want to check something.
With the Honda Pilot and all new Passport Trail Sports.
He's a professional bull rider.
Yeah, Phoenix Copley has come in and turned back all 10 shots that he faced. After Ilya Samsonov gave up 3 goals in 4 shots to start the first period. So we got us a new ball game here.
Only pay for what you need.
Time for a kitchen refresh. Come into Lowe's now for a rebate on Samsung appliances, like their 4-door flex refrigerator with beverage sensor and air fry range. Find the prices you like every day with Lowe's Price Promise.
When I break a long run, I'm talking long run. That's why I use Old Spice Triple Protection Sweat Defense. Old Spice works hard for longer. Here, you're going to be much longer. This is going to be a minute. Here.
You can help nominate the next winner of the Willie O'Ree Community Hero Award presented by Bass Mutual. Nominate someone in your community who has made a positive impact to the game of hockey.
Here we go, getting ready to start. Don't forget our thanks to DraftKings for our sponsorship. Head to DraftKings.com, promo code THPN. It will get you a bunch of money in free play. That's wrong. There we go. All right, 3-2 now. Sherry with the assist from Faravari, and I did not see who got the secondary assist. My apologies for that. By the way, when you have a chance, go to the Hockey Podcast Network homepage and give our podcast, the Bob Matthews Podcast, a download. If you don't mind, we would certainly appreciate it. Orlov, Leeson has it taken away by McDavid. Zach Hyman and Lars Eller. Nice play to break up that pass to McDavid.
Not to be outdone, gets back and makes a really smart play on the back check.
Caps have definitely picked up the defense since the first 5 minutes of the third.
As he swoops in and takes it off the stick. And then Zeller gets back defensively. Right there. Doesn't give up on the play. Keeps coming back to the middle of the ice and is able to, at the end of a long shift, make the smart play.
McDavid down.
Face off, won by the Capitals, it appears. Clears it out. Dowd brings it in. Dowd looking for with a little toe drag. Oh, tapped up in front. Nobody can put it home. It looked like it hung in the air for about 13 seconds there. Carlson behind the goal with the puck. In front, nobody's there. Oilers clear it. Here comes McDavid again. McDavid shot saved by Copley. Knocked down by Cody Ceci. Keeps it in. McDavid. Ceci stopped by Copley again. Here come the Caps. Hagelin drops it off for Dowd. Dowd can't get a shot. Connor McDavid coming down again. Got a Vander Kane, and he shoots instead. Goes over Copley's head. I guess I like watching those guys play. I like watching Kane and Copley play. Kane and McDavid play together. It's been really neat. All right, Backstrom. Caps out a break. Spronger. Sprung. Looking for somebody. Pass goes through the middle. Caps keep it in. Sherry. Pass intercepted. Caps take it away again. Backstrom. Back behind the goal. Sprung has it frozen there. Edmonton gets it back. Long shift for Kane and McMichael. They've been out there almost 2 minutes now. No penalties either in this period. In fact, there's only been one the entire game. 6:40 left, second period, 3-2 Edmonton now. Into the corner, Kuznetsov tied up in the corner. Lagesson for the Oilers. Taken away by the Caps. Caps have outshot Edmonton 5-2 here in the second. Draisaitl brings it across the blue line. All right, Dimitri kicks it back behind the goal. Caps get possession back. Wilson. Unfortunately, it was 1-on-3. Let's see if Wilson can dig it out of the corner. He cannot. Carlson intercepts a pass, dumps it in. All right, Caps regroup. Carlson up the middle to Leeson. Leeson to Eller. Eller shot and a save by Koskinen. Lars Eller, very active tonight. Good game for Lars Eller. He's already got one goal. Timeout on the ice as the Capitals trail now by 1, 3-2.
Turning that feeling into a roadmap for free? That's the planning effect from Fidelity.
Caps have blocked 10 shots to Edmonton's 8. Overall, here in the second period, and I think that should be updated, but it's this. Our stats have it as Caps leading 3 shots on goal to 1. Hits here in the period. Edmonton's still been a little more active there as they lead that 8-3. Caps are even in faceoffs at 5 apiece.
Eliminating grays is as easy as combing your hair. With just for men easy comb and color. Just twist and comb. Getting natural looking results. Let's get this meeting started. Has never been easier. The most men trust just for men.
When you order carryout online from Domino's, you're no longer just a customer. You're a delivery driver. Delivering a delicious order of Domino's to yourself. And we believe every great delivery driver deserves a tip. So we'll tip you $3 to use on your next order. What was that? Domino's tip you $3.
That's not what I meant.
Get tipped when you order carryout online. Only at Domino's.
We extend our thoughts to many of the local D.C. area technical crew who recently lost their longtime colleague and friend Cole Brown, who was Emmy-winning camera operator and a constant On broadcast here in the DC area.
Oh, that's nice.
The first ever NHL on TNT game.
TNT doing a little tribute to Mo Brown, who is a cameraman for NBC Washington, who passed away suddenly earlier this or late last week. Showing a unmanned camera there as a tribute. That was nice. Schultz, a shot from a pass from behind the goal from Backstrom. Koskinen with a save.
All those guys were here when I was playing for the Washington Capitals. On an outstanding job. Walker's out selling some beer tonight, I think, isn't he?
That's what we hear. It was always great to say hello to Mo Brown whenever it was the game here.
All right, Caps win the faceoff. Schultz, slap shot from Van Riemsdyk, gobbled up again by Koskinen. So the Capitals much more active here in the second period. It's on Koskinen now to keep the Caps out of the net.
Washington much better here in period number 2, and they really defended well. That's causing some issues for the Edmonton Oilers, taking away some of those speed plays for the neutral zone, not as many odd man rushes.
Another face-off here on the Edmonton end of the ice, won by the Caps. Well, Mikko Koskinen has been hot, 3-0-1 in his last 4 games and a .277 goals against average. In the crease area is the puck for the Oilers, and Copley with the save.
Example of how well the Capitals have slowed things down here from the Oilers' perspective. There's Draisaitl entering the zone, 4 Capitals back in good defensive position, and it's an easy block for Carlson.
All right, we got a face-off here in the Caps end of the ice. They were just making a point on TV, and it's true, the Capitals have slowed the pace down, and that's meant far fewer rushes for Edmonton, so it's negated their speed here in the second period. Draisaitl shot that Copley gobbles up. Sorry, that was Duncan Keith with that slap shot.
He was traded by the Caps to St. Louis in the TJ Oshie deal. And then a couple of years later, from the Blues back to the Capitals along with Kevin Shattenkirk.
Yeah, reacquired. So the Capitals obviously thought there was something there, some potential that he would turn into a National Hockey League regular netminder. That has not been the case, but he is a nice piece of insurance to bring up from the minor league level.
After the injury suffered by Vanacek last night.
All right, Caps win the draw again. Been better about that in this period, too, interestingly. And we are going to get a penalty, it looks like, on Duncan Keith. Yep, interference. I think it was, it's Duncan Keith that's going to the box. All right, Caps get their first power play of the night. This is big. Well, this will be interesting to see who takes Ovi's place on the power play. First time this year, Ovi hasn't been on the power play. And it looks like Tom Wilson's going to take is going to be on the Ovechkin slot. I think even more interesting than Ovi not being on here, I think one of the reasons that they haven't done well in the power play recently is TJ Oshie hasn't been in that spot there in front of the goal. All right, Caps working it around. Kuznetsov, Backstrom back to Kuznetsov, taken away by McDavid, by Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. Oh, a giveaway right in front, and the Oilers almost had a shot at a shorthanded goal. In fact, Edmonton still has possession of it until now. Carlson gets it back. Boy, Nugent-Hopkins is causing hell in this power play. Bouchard has it behind the goal. Caps still haven't gotten possession of the puck back here. It's been like 35, 40 seconds here. All right. Copley settles it down. Justin Schultz See what the Caps can do with it. Backstrom, center ice. Sprong dumps it in. We already had half the power play going. No shots for the Capitals in the first minute 10 of the power play. Carlson back on it. Gets it to Orlov. Here we go again. 46 seconds left in the power play. Long pass. Take it away. Well, the Oilers not great on the penalty kill, just ranked as 23rd in the league. But this was a little bit ragged. As we get the last 20 seconds of the man advantage. Sherry gets it to Sprong. Spronger, shot that goes wide. Nugent Hopkins clears it out. That ought to just about take care of it. Not the greatest power play for the Capitals, even by their standards lately. Even strength. 2:15 left in the second period. All right, at this point, you just want to get out of this period alive. Have it with a one-goal lead, one-goal deficit going into the third. McLeod for Edmonton on around, centering pass by no good. Hagelin tries to speed it in, and Hagelin with a shot that got past Keskinen but did not go in. Went wide. Draisaitl had a shot that just missed a little bit earlier. Whew. Edmonton had one, but just missed it. Hathaway, shot. Funny hop, and here come Hagelin, keeps it in. Darnell Nurse met by Hathaway behind the goal. Puck's frozen. Let's see if somebody can dig it out. Finally dug out in Riemsdyk. Back behind the glass. Shot, rebound. Oh, man. Snively had 2 shots at it and couldn't put it in. Jeez. Caps almost tie it up there. Then Riemsdyk into Snively. Snively a shot, and again Koskinen with the save.
Looks like it goes off the back of Darnell Nurse. There's the bank off the backboards through the legs of Koskinen. Quick shot there. He does extend his leg to make that save. And then more traffic in front of the second opportunity. Snively's first shot there. The second one does go off the skate of Darnell Nurse.
Snively's second shot there on that rebound went off a Nurse. All right, a face-off here in front of the Oilers' goal. 35 seconds left, second period. We got a 3-2 game here. Shot in front, saved by Koskinen again. Koskinen has been as good as Phoenix Copley in this game. Backstrom with the puck. We got 20 seconds left in the second. Vander Kane takes it away. They had it taken away, though, by Orlov. Five seconds. And Copley gloves it, and that is going to be it for the second period. So the Capitals get a goal, and they have clawed back to within 1. Anybody's ball game here as we go to the third and final period. Caps trailing the Oilers 3-2. We will take a break. We'll see you on the other side for the third period of the live watch along here on the Hockey Podcast Network.
you by Kia. When we're inspired to move, we're inspired to make. Kia, movement. That inspires. Third period underway in Washington, getting out the Hill and Cargill this year. Edmonton Oilers with a 3-2 lead over the Washington Capitals. Oilers scored 3 goals in the first 5 minutes, 7 seconds. They chased in the chance.
Welcome back, everyone. It's the live watch along between the Washington Capitals and the Edmonton Oilers. The third period just underway. About 30 seconds gone here. The Caps trail Edmonton 3-2. Oilers coming out a little bit more salty, it looks like, in the third period. Peppering Phoenix Copley, who was on, and really Ilya Samsonov with a couple of quick shots here. You got the Connor McDavid line out there for Edmonton as they are trying to reassert control of this one. As always, we invite your comments in the comment section. We'll post them periodically. And don't be horrible. That is so nice. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you. That is quite a compliment. I very much appreciate it. I try to do my research and, give you guys some information along with this. I figure, what the hell? As long as you're watching, I might as well make it worth your while. Thank you. Thank you very much. I really do appreciate it. All right. Back to the game now here. Edmonton with a fast start, getting a couple of shots on Phoenix Copley here to begin the third period. Backstrom now dumps it in. Sprong sends it across ice. Backstrom picks it up. Backstrom in front. Off to Carlson. Carlson shot. Let it stick to side by Koskinen. Backstrom now on his cycle. Shot in front. Saved by Koskinen. That was Carlson on the shot. Uh-oh. Looks like we got a whistle coming. Or not. I thought Backstrom was going to get called for tripping or something there. All right, Kuznetsov off a long pass from TVR. Wilson shot. Koskinen with a save. Boy, this one has become a really good game. Joe Snively on the break dumps it off to Kuznetsov. Kuznetsov to Wilson, who couldn't handle it. Yeah, we thought this was going to be a blowout the first 5 minutes when Edmonton went up 3-0. And ever since, it has scores! Oh, we got us a tie ball game. Evgeny Kuznetsov from an absolutely unbelievable angle there. I don't know how that one went in, but we got ourselves a tie game. Holy crap. Let's see what happened here. All right, puck's in the corner. Wilson and Snively are digging for it. Kuznetsov gets it. Oh, and he was throwing a pass to Joe Snively, and Joe Snively, after a couple of tough luck chances early on, is able to redirect it past Koskinen. And Joe Snively of Northern Virginia gets his first NHL goal. Well, congratulations to him. And now one in front looking for more. Hagelin stoned by Koskinen there. So after going down 3-0 in the first 5 minutes of the game, Washington has battled back. It is a tie game now with 16:50 left in the third. Hey, I think I've heard some of the guys that do the Canuck games. So high praise indeed. I appreciate it. I really do. Well, the crowd's into it now, that's for sure. Vander Kane off to Cece. Dumps it in. TVR is there for it. Over to Faravari. 4 minutes into the third period, 3-3 now. Riemsdyk and Draisaitl behind the goal here. Leeson got tripped up, and Leeson is hurt. I'm sorry, that's Alexi Protas that got tripped up. Okay, honest to God, I think he got hit in the nuts. Yeah. Draisaitl hit Alexi Protas in the nuts. It's not much words on it. Good thing is he's going to be okay. I got a feeling Draisaitl is going to take a strong check into the boards from either Garnet Hathaway or oh yeah. That was not the midsection he got hit in. It was the nuts. You can't say nuts on cable television. So we getting a penalty or not? That's the question.
Now, if it was a spear, they would call it a 5-minute maybe. The way that play happened will not be a 5-minute maybe.
Tom Wilson has got a look on his face like, dude, I am freaking going to lay you out when I get the chance. I wonder if they're saying that they just missed it.
I think Peter would agree with it. You know, if it was one of his players that was in that situation, Draisaitl trying to downplay it right there.
I don't think Draisaitl's getting the penalty. Tom Wilson and Garnet Hathaway, one of the two of them are going to lay Draisaitl out before this game's over.
Pretty much given a warning here by the referee. His explanation would be he's battling for the puck and got it intentionally hit Protas in that spot. Protas does remain on the ice.
All right, let's keep an eye on Draisaitl the next time he comes out. Let's see if it's Wilson or Hathaway. That puts a hit on him. Caps with it behind the net. Leeson to Protas. Protas, nice little move, getting behind the defense. Has it taken away. Kept it at the line. Snapshot by Schultz. Glove by Kaskinen. Eller behind the goal. Leeson. Or Protas. Protas over to Van Riemsdyk. Van Riemsdyk coming in. Can't get a shot off. Centering pass. Nobody home. Schultz keeps it in. And now here comes Edmonton with a 3-on-2. Sticked aside by Copley. Hyman behind the goal. Taken away by Schultz. Up to Leeson. Leeson counter Sherry digging it out of the corner there. Along with Bouchard. Oilers come away with it. Dump it in. Sherry along the boards. Right, Nurse and Faravari now behind the goal. So it'll be interesting to see. Now, clearly, the Capitals would love to get some payback on Draisaitl his next shift. But the deeper we get into this game, that's the last thing you want to do, especially with a team as quick as Edmonton, is give them a man advantage. So, do you hold your powder here in this case? Shot on goal by McMichael and a glove save by Phoenix Copley. Timeout on the ice. 13:32 left in the third period. We are knotted at 3. Your stats here, the Capitals have now outshot the Oilers 22-20. Block shots are even at 12, 19-17. Oilers lead saves. Face-offs, the Oilers have a 1 face-off advantage there. Capitals have given it away 11 times to the Oilers 6. And takeaways, the Caps lead that 8-7.
Why is he always here for breakfast?
Get a taco a day for 30 days for $10 with the new Taco Lovers Pass, only on the app.
Welcome back. Our game summary presented by.
All right, we are back 3-3 now with 13:32 left in the game. Phoenix Copley, 18 saves here. This is his first NHL game since April of 2019. Pretty impressive.
Has been perfect so far.
Face-off won by the Capitals in their end of the ice. They clear it to the blue line. Nice hit there by Hathaway. Puck trickles down behind Edmonton's goal, and we got a whistle. And, yep, here we go. Garnet Hathaway ran, hitting Connor McDavid, and then Kyler Yamamoto cross-checked. I guess it was Hathaway, and that's what he gets called for. So Edmonton is the one making the mistake here. Gives the Caps a power play with 13:18 left in the game. It's Caps' second power play. I think they got one shot off on the first one, and that was last period. All right, Carlson at the point. Caps work it around. Backstrom in front. Oilers clear it. Here comes Schultz. Schultz up to Wilson on the go. Centering pass, nobody home. Edmonton takes it away. 1-on-2 is Hyman, and he carries it in behind the goal. And they're killing it off. This is taking about 20 seconds off the clock here. Good segment there for Edmonton on this power play. Caps get it back. They rewind. Wilson dumps it in. Kuznetsov and Backstrom have it frozen against the wall. Backstrom gets it out. Up to Orlov. Orlov back to Backstrom. Backstrom loses it. It's behind the goal. Oilers clear it. Caps keep it in. Sort of. We're in the neutral zone with it now. 45 seconds left in the power play. Caps cannot do – their power play is completely out of sorts tonight. 3-3 with 11:51 left in the third period. Caps are on a power play here for another 28 seconds. Orlov with the right, up top to the right. gets it to Sherry. Sherry out to Van Riemsdyk. He works it to Orlov at the point. Orlov again. Snapshot right in front. Nobody's there to pick it up. Oilers clear it. That ought to do it for the power play. Eller. In front. Just misses. And the Oilers have killed it off. No shots on 2 power plays tonight for the Capitals. And it should be said that, it's without Alex Ovechkin in the lineup because he's out after testing positive for COVID. Here's Sprong. Sprong behind Edmonton's goal with it. Here's Connor McDavid. Here's David and Draisaitl, picked off by Dowd. Martin Ferivari brings it down the ice. Shot on goal, saved by Koskinen. And what do we got going on? Behind the goal, it is starting to get chippy now. And there is Garnet Hathaway involved with it yet again. Well, I love Garnet Hathaway. Garnet Hathaway is one of those guys you love him when he's on your team, and you hate him when he's not.
This is why Garnet Hathaway is attracting a lot of attention, as he frequently does. He just knocks you down. And it's going to bother players on the opposition. I know he's not just playing for the Caps. Kane goes head over heels. Connor McDavid crushed in the neutral zone. And there's Cassian going right to him.
That's Cassian that went after him there.
Give him a couple extra shots there. It is a 3-3 game, and Hathaway will welcome any type of contact after the whistle, especially if it leads to another Capitals power play.
Follow the NHL on social media for behind-the-scenes coverage of the biggest moments, original content. With your favorite players and highlights from the best players in hockey.
And Wilson on the ice now with Cassian up there.
Tom Wilson, that should be said, that's out there on the ice while Cassian is out there for Edmonton. Kuznetsov with the puck here in his own end. Breaks it out. Behind the net, and we got icing. So 10:03 left. It's 3-3 now in the third.
Looking at getting Kuznetsov from time to game. This 14th of the season. Early in the third period.
Caps win the face-off. They have been hot on the face-off circle the last 2 periods. Snively keeps it in. Over to Wilson. Snively again. Back to Wilson. Wilson, shot that is covered up by Koskinen. 3-3 with 9:43 left. Timeout on the ice. Let's take a look at the stats here in the third period. Shots are even, 5-5. Of course, Caps with the only goal. Caps leading in goaltender saves, 5-4 right now. The faceoffs are even at 3, and the Caps are the only ones that have either given and taken it away, as we are about a little bit more than halfway through the third period.
Time for a kitchen refresh. Like their 4-door flex refrigerator with beverage center and air fry range. Find the prices you like every day Lowe's Price Promise. Come on. He's yours now.
We got your car, sweetie.
A dealership? I thought this was an online thing. It looks like you done picked the wrong website, Chief.
It's time to sign, baby.
So you didn't go to a dealership?
No, with Vroom you don't have to.
Never go to a dealership again. Go to vroom.com, buy a car, and we'll deliver it straight to you.
Second game of our NHL on TNT. Doubleheader coming up. We'll look at Kaprizov and the Minnesota Wild, Pregame, and the Chicago Blackhawks. Brendan Burke on the call with Darren Craig and Jim Powell. And then beginning this Friday.
All right, here we go. Ready to get it started back again. Yeah, don't forget All-Star game this weekend. Skills competition Friday, the game on Saturday. Game's 3 o'clock on ABC. If you want to check it out, I say that it's 3 o'clock on ABC here in the States. I'm assuming CBC has it in Canada, guys. A little bit of a delay as Phoenix Copley adjusts the straps on his goalie pads there. Well, I think it's safe to say the Capitals have outplayed the Oilers through most of this game, but of course they have been chasing since the first period and just tied it up a few minutes ago on Joe Snively's first goal of the season. Puck deep in. John Carlson picks it up behind his own goal. Caps try to break it out. Backstrom. Pass to Backstrom, taken away by the Oilers. Capitals will be off until February 8th for their All-Star break. And then, of course, they start making up games that they missed due to COVID and stuff this year. All right, up top. Shot from Bouchard. Copley sticks it aside. Bouchard again, another wrister. Saved by Copley. Stick to the side. And we got a hand pass.
Look at Leon Draisaitl, our SAP coaching insights. Jonathan Huberdeau of Florida. What a season he's had with 64 points. Then Draisaitl and David and now Kadri tied 60 points apiece. And Ovechkin not far behind.
What a year for Kadri as well in Colorado. Outstanding season for him. They've had some injuries at times to their big gunners, including Nathan.
All right, face off in the neutral zone.
Kadri just continues to rack up the points.
And the puck goes out of play.
With 32 goals, trailing only Chris Kreider, who's headed to the All-Star game. He has 33, including a league high 17 on the power play.
Yeah, 2 more last night for Kreider on the power play. Lovely look he gave the Zibanejad after one of his 2 on a remarkable pass that he tapped into the net.
Draisaitl one behind.
Face off. Caps win it again. Hagelin clears it out. Edmonton gets it back, so the Oilers trying to get it into the Caps into the ice. Nick Jensen takes it away. The Oilers had been getting into the Caps into the ice and getting shots on goal at will early in the game, but the rushes have gotten fewer and far between here as the Capitals have made adjustments since that outburst in the first period. Here they come again. Nick Dowd across the blue line. Back up the boards. Caps keep possession. Van Riemsdyk on his end of the ice. Van Riemsdyk, long pass up the middle. Leeson's going to go after it there in the corner. Van Riemsdyk again winds it around the boards. Protas with a centering pass, nobody home. Here come the Oilers. Vogel knocked to the ice, and it goes back the other way. No icing. Bouchard going to bring it out. Looking for Evander Kane. $7:12 now left in the game. 3-3 after falling behind 3-0. The Capitals, they have scratched and clawed their way to a tie. And they would be, boy, coming and getting a point out of this game would be really, really big if they could do that. Caps won last night, obviously, in Pittsburgh in overtime. And right now are staring at their second overtime game in a row. Here comes Snively. Rink wide for Wilson. Wilson looking for Snively again. Pass doesn't get there in time. Oilers coming back the other way. Cassian shot out of play.
Let's have another listen. Nicholas Backstrom wearing a microphone for us tonight.
And our usual screen falls down. I'm surprised it took us that long here in the third period for that to happen. Hey, Fan just got back from Rec League hockey. Glad to have you with us, Fan. So you guys won 5-2. Very nice. Congratulations. Hope you played well. Hope you got some good minutes out there. Well, Fan, we are 3-3 now after the Capitals fell behind 3-0 with 5 minutes. 5 minutes into the first period, they have clawed their way back to even here. They've even outshot Edmonton 24-23 at this point. Sherry with the puck across the blue line, looking for somebody, nobody to pass it to, winds it around the boards. Orlov now. Orlov, it jumps over his stick. Now Backstrom behind the goal. Defended by Draisaitl, taken away by Edmonton. And we're going to do a line change. Both teams are. All right. Orlov has it now behind the Caps goal. To Van Riemsdyk. Van Riemsdyk sends it in behind the goal. Played by Hagelin. Hagelin to Hathaway. Hathaway out to Van Riemsdyk. Dowd now with the puck. Over to Van Riemsdyk. TVR gets to Hagelin. To the point. Hagelin to Schultz. Schultz, wrister behind the goal, just misses. Taken away by Hathaway. Hathaway shot. Looks like it might have hit the post there. Connor McDavid moving it in for the Edmonton. Saved by Copley. And no penalty. Okay. Delayed penalty coming up for the Caps. Shot. Schultz missed it. There we go. I thought so. And we got a hook, and the Capitals go on the power play here. With less than 5 minutes to go. First game back without a practice, huh? How was it? You have your legs under you, okay? Oh, you got the third goal. Nice. A one-timer. Hey, very cool. I am glad to hear that. So yeah, let's all give it up for hockey's biggest fan. First game back for Rec League hockey. He got the third goal of the night for his team on a one-timer. Well done, sir. Very well done. All right, here we go. When we get back from this timeout, the Caps will have a power play. It'll be their third of the night. They're 0 for 2. They have yet to get a shot off with the man advantage. I would imagine. By the way, hockey's biggest fan says feet were hurting after the game. Yeah, I would imagine they were. That that is no joke. Anybody who has not tried lacing up a pair of skates, you're gonna find your feet and your ankles are real damn sore after that first time. Now, if any of you want to go watch hockey's biggest fan play, he says he's got another game Saturday at 6:00. All right, so who we got in the box here? All right, Caps on the power play, trying to put a shot on goal here. 4:18 left in the game. Caps with the man advantage for 2 minutes. Pass across the ice. Carlson couldn't handle it. And once again, an odd man rush for Edmonton. Oh! And rebound got away from Phoenix Copley right to Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, who had a wide open net for a shorthanded goal, and it is now 4-3 Edmonton. What a heartbreaker. Oh, that hurts. But again, we have been seeing that all night on the man advantage in that Washington has just been giving Edmonton odd man rushes on the power play all night. So it's not surprising that it came back to bite him. All right, Kuznetsov moving in, trying to even it up here. Centering pass, but it's covered up by Koskinen. Well, what a shame if it ends 4-3 here. It was Zach Hyman who was able to dig that rebound away from Copley and get it over to Nugent-Hopkins. Boy. And for Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, it was his 4th shorthanded goal of his career. Edmonton clears it out. And again, I don't think it's any coincidence that you are missing both Alex Ovechkin and TJ Oshie on the power play unit. Cross center ice, Backstrom to Kuznetsov. Back to Schultz. Schultz to Carlson. Shot blocked. Winds it around the boards to Kuznetsov. Kuznetsov tries to get it in front to Wilson, who goes down. Caps maintain control of it. Schultz back to Kuznetsov. He's looking. Tries to get it through to Wilson. Can't do it. Kuznetsov again with the puck. So that looks like they're going through Kuzi here. Without Ovechkin in there. Centering pass knocked away by Tony Ceci. 20 seconds left in the power play now. Oilers clear it. Last rush coming up here for the Caps. They have yet to get a shot off on the man advantage tonight. Sherry across the blue line. Mm. 0 for 3, no shots, and a shorthanded goal given up on the man advantage without Ovechkin and TJ Oshie. 2:10 remaining now in the game. Team's at full strength, so let's see how soon before Copley gets lifted for the extra skater. Draisaitl moving in. Behind the cage now. McDavid, rather. Second time I've done that tonight. And Riemsdyk gets it back. Winds it around the boards. Edmonton retains control. There's McDavid with it. Draisaitl. Oilers playing keep away. Just a minute and a half left in the game. All right, Kuznetsov has the puck. You got to think Copley is coming out of the goal here pretty soon. Kuznetsov across the blue line. Dumps it in. Copley's out. Extra skater on. The net is empty, and the Oilers have a 2-on-1 and an empty net goal that should just about do it. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, first a shorthanded goal and now an empty netter to pretty much put this game away. 5-3 Edmonton now with 1:05 left in the third. Well, that pretty much does it. So the Capitals now down 2 goals here with 1:05 left. They use their timeout, which I don't think is going to help any. Edmonton 65 seconds away from getting themselves a 5-3 win on the road right before the All-Star break. A real shame, too, because the Capitals, after going down by 3 goals in the first 5 minutes of the game, scratched their way back into this one. So, and, we're staring at a chance to possibly go ahead and win this thing. And they give up a shorthanded goal. Just to give you the idea of what the Cap schedule looks like here in February now, they'll have Columbus at home on the 8th. Then they go on the road to Montreal on the 10th, back home against the Senators on February 13th. Games on the road against Nashville, Philadelphia, the Rangers, and the Flyers again before finishing out the month on the 28th against the Maple Leafs at home. 37 seconds left in this one. Empty net again. Net's empty again for the Caps. They've got an extra skater on. Eller with a shot, rebound. Kuznetsov can't put it in. Backstrom in front. Kuznetsov. Nothing doing. Backstrom again. Wilson in front. Sticked aside by Koskinen. 4 seconds left. 3, 2, and 1. And that is going to do it. So the Edmonton Oilers come into Washington and take a 5-3 decision over the Capitals. Jumped out to an early 3-0 lead. Caps scratched back to tie it at 3 in the third. Had a power play opportunity with less than 3 minutes to go in the game. However, the Oilers were able to get an empty net goal, and that proved to be the difference. Then added themselves got themselves a shorthanded goal and then an empty netter to make the final score 5-3. That's going to do it for us. Thank you for watching. Thanks for being along for the watch along. Don't forget, head on over to DraftKings.com, open yourself an account, promo code THPN, and we will see you again after the All-Star break. I'm Bob Matthews. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to drop a like and a subscribe for us. We will enjoy the All-Star break, and we'll see you next week. So long, everybody. Take care.